So this is the first restoration video of the Lister D. Bought it a couple of weeks back. Not normally something I'd deal with, not something I'd do really, petrol, mostly steam as you'd see from the channel. But thought I'd make a start at stripping it down. I'm going to keep the original paintwork on it. It's nice late Lister D. Those are the numbers if you can see in that. That's interesting. Needs a few new things on it. I'm going to sort the exhaust out. Needs a new spark plug on it. And there's a few other bits, but other than that, it's pretty much all there. I've got, yeah, I will going to start the strip down. I'll do some more video in a few minutes when I've stripped a bit off. See you soon. So, first thing I'm going to do first is remove an added cover on. So, somebody's added this handle on because they were missing one. So I'm going to strip and use some handy containers. Take the gear chain cover off. Bear with me, it's the first time doing a video like this. So there's gear chain. So that is currently stuck in there. So my plan is to take this lump off. So hopefully with the same spanner, which it is, there we go. So with these, anybody doing a restoration, worth putting it and nuts back on. Right, so I've taken the distributor off, and there it is. Motion looks quite decent on it. Drive, chain's in good condition, so. And that's all been removed now. So I'm going to start stripping this down and see where we go from there. There we go. So I'll start stripping down this casting. See, studs are coming out as well. So as I say, this isn't having a full restoration, but I'm stripping it down to do it all check over and clean. At the minute I don't appear to be getting spark from that, so that's something I need to have a look at. There we go. So interestingly, there's 3 shims between that and that. One side for the minute. And those are the 3 studs from that. See, that's the basic casting. For that. So, took the cap off the distributor and you can see the points now. It's a bit stiff at the moment, but I'm sure it just needs a bit of lubrication, so I shall strip this down a bit more and see you again in a few minutes. So, I'm going to take the cover off first. This is going to get a new HT lead as well. There we go. And there is the cap removed. As you can see, so it doesn't look any bad nick under there, which is all good. Got a tiny bit of a crack on that side if you can see it. It's not bad overall. So top of it doesn't look too bad. So I shall have a further look into that, see whether it's usable or not. Need to get a tester on it to see whether there's any resistance or not still. If not, then I shall have a look at other options. For the minute, I'm going to fasten this back up and move on to stripping down the rest of it. So I should have said in the beginning, this is a 1953 Lister D. It's a commercial one, as they were made at the time. It's a DH2 model. That's put to one side. So we will move on to the next bit. So the first next thing we're going to take off is fuel tank. That and that. So I'm going to take these covers off. This is the cover over the water hopper on this. There's 4 bolts with washers on as well. See, it's in pretty good nick paintwork wise. This is original paint on it as well, so I'm quite lucky with this. So, on the side. So, there's the water cover. See, it's a bit nasty in there in a minute, but we'll have a better look at that as we go. Now, I spotted this a while ago because it's not the first time I've had these covers off. So, as everybody says about using cornflake boxes for gasket material, well, somebody has actually used cornflake box for this. See, there's the rockers, and there's the water hopper. So, everything's in pretty good nick as I turn it over. And the valves, if you can see that, are moving nice and freely, so good sign. So, I'm going to move on to the next bit. I'll look at taking those bolts off and look at stripping down the valve rod, the rocker rod, and also taking off the exhaust and that as well. So, knock this valve rod out next. Not the Strive tool to use, but it works perfectly fine for this. And one valve rod removed. So as you can see, I'm removing stuff and putting it back on in the order it came off, so I don't get mixed up. I'm sure there's a lot of people wondering that. And there we go. That's one of our rocker shaft removed. First valve rod in pretty good nick. And the second valve rod removed. Bit of oil on the end still. Right, so all of that has been removed. See, now a bit better now. So the next thing we're going to do is remove those two bolts, and then look at starting to take everything else off then. Take the spark plug off and take all this off the other side as well. Right, so we're going to take the fuel tank off next. Which is empty, I've checked. And the right size of the spanner that I've used before. Alright, which was a new spanner, if I remember right. Yeah. So, through looking through the book and everything, I haven't seen one with a silver tank. I can't find anything whether it should have a silver tank or not, so let us know in the comments below, and if it's supposed to have one, I shall keep it as is. Also, I know the exhaust isn't the original listed D, so then in the comments if anybody knows what the exhaust came off, let us know. So, and a good thing to always do when you take a bolt out of a hole is to put it back in that same hole. So, put that back in. Fuel tap is turning off and I made sure it's empty first. Off comes that, and then off comes the empty. There we go. So it's been painted silver on the back as well. There's green on the end. So just let us know in the comments if that's supposed to be like that, and we will work from there. There we go. So now point the fuel tank off and removed. So fuel pipe runs along there. And then you got your governor drive and everything down here as well. Everything seems to be turning over nicely. So join us again in a few minutes. So I'm going to take off the that's the governor drive. The spring on the end. So if anybody knows how to find out the history of the engine from its serial number, I'd love to be able to find out, because I know absolutely no history of this. The fellow I bought it from just bought it from another dealer, so sadly I have no real history with it. But I do have a bell driven pump to go with this, which I will be restoring as well. That'll be a future video. Incidentally, and as a lot will have seen from the videos, I spend quite a bit of time looking after and restoring, overhauling the Howard Farmers engine, 1872, so I'll just put you down for a second, as this bit I need 2 hands for. So if anybody's ever at a rally and sees the Howard steaming, then there's every chance it'll be me on the footplate, so come and say hi. As I say, it's quite important, especially when you're working with studs like this, to always put them back where you got them from. So, there's one of those removed. I'll leave you there for a moment. This is also good. So, the next thing to take off is this governor linkage, which I can see has split pins on. There we go. One split pin removed. That will then should allow me to remove that rod. So I'll take off this top one as well. So once I've got the split pin out, I will come back. So, governor drive is now removed. So the next thing I can do now is to remove this float assembly. So I'll be stripping these parts down in the next video. Main aim for today is to take the valve chest and rocker cover off and hopper off. So you will get to see going back on in the future, either being stripped down in a future video. So there is float assembly removed. So the next job is to take those out and then out. So now with that removed, the next job is take them off. So I won't be able to hold on to the camera at the same time. So for this one, I'm going to put the camera to one side and I will join again in a couple of minutes once I've got them loosened off. Right, so after using the excellent Snap-on buzz gun, future reference if anybody needs to know, 18mm socket set does fit them, and it fits very well as well. So off comes the head, which does reveal a lot of rust on the old head, sadly. It's got a good intact copper head gasket on it. So you can see there's rather lots of rust on that, but the bore, I don't know if you can see that, the bore is actually in quite good nick. So let's have it's a bit top heavy now as well, so let's have a look at the valve head. So the valves need lapping in, definite, and there has definitely been water getting in here. But otherwise it's in pretty good condition. So the valve springs are in pretty good nick, and the water upper isn't too bad either. So next thing I'm going to do is take that off, the governor assembly, and take that off as well, and then we will quite possibly tap the cover in that as well, and then we shall have a look inside. Right then, so next thing we're going to take off is all this assembly. So with the condition that the cylinder ball and everything's in, I've decided what I'm going to do is it's going to have a full restoration on it, give the what it deserves. Which I think will do a lot of good for it as well. So with the valve head, the valve spindles, what I found is one of them is totally seized, which will require a careful bit of penetrating oil and easing out so I don't bend any of the valves. The cylinder bore is in good condition, and in this video you will see hopefully the piston coming out as well. And with every engine you always get the odd nut that is in a location where you think surely it wouldn't have been designed like that, but it was. Just to make it the most difficult it possibly can be. So, also puts, as I say, nuts in locations we can't reach them, such as underneath here. So I do apologise about the view of my head. And for those wondering, yes, hair does get in the way occasionally. So, I will come back to you in a few minutes once I've got a ratchet on this. Right, so now I've got the last bit of this off. And there we go. And that's it, assembly all removed. So seeing that's all pretty good condition. So I will clean this up off the floor and then move on to the next bit. Okay, so next bit I'm going to do is I'm going to remove tap, cover they'll fill up. So I've actually managed to get a replacement, one of them, just for the wing nut basically. So, not the way to do it. Got away from me there. So everything will have new gaskets on when I rebuild it, and as I say, it is now going to have a full repaint, because there is a fair old bit to do to get it right. So the old gaskets rather juiced on that. When I did take the cover off this originally, as I've already had the cover and the oil filler cap off, there's a lovely mixture of oil and water in there, and a lovely thick film. So sadly water has got into this, but it is in good condition internally, so it will be a good restoration. And that lovely smell of oil as well. There we go, so all those bits removed, and the next bit is, so all them removed, next thing we're going to do is going to take flywheel off down there and remove it from in there, remove connecting on the piston, and then we'll have a look at the piston. See you soon. So I've now removed all the nuts from this end cover, which is now split. So one crankshaft is removed, and as you can see, it's now just the connecting rod and the remaining. The bearing, It's in really good nick. So, as you can see, now just have the case removed. So as with all the bits, get these nuts back on before we go any further. Let's get washers on first. These spring washers help to basically the equivalent of a lock nut these days. They do exactly the same purpose as the nylon lock nuts. And that is the last one on the vent. So the next job is to remove the piston. Which I will return to momentarily. So I have now removed the connecting rod, the flywheel and cranker out as well, and everything is on the bench, so I will there we go. So see, everything's been removed. Quite a bit of work to do. Doesn't look too bad in there. Everything looks in decent nick. Cylinder bore's not too bad, but I'm going to run a horn up and down it. There's the flywheel and bearing. Main bearing sounds pretty good. No concernable wear on the crank pin. And that's the piston. So, as you can see, not much wear on the bearing. No discernible wear at the bottom. And which I'm rather pleased about, no real wear on that either. So basically the only thing I need to do is sort the valve out, check the I can actually get a spark from the distributor, and general clean up and repaint. So that'll come in future videos. Thank you for joining today. Thank you for watching today, and I hope you enjoyed the first video of the Lister D restoration. There is going to be a few more videos to come. I'll do the full from as it is now to fully restored and running. I am possibly going to run this at rallies eventually, at Steam rallies, but at the moment it's purely for myself. I've always fancied one and thought I'd had the chance to buy one, so I bought one. £100 for the two, don't think it's bad at all really. And yeah, so thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Please have a look at some of the other videos I have up. I've got a recent one from Hunton, and by the time this goes out there should be another one due pretty soon after that from a ploughing do, so hopefully I can get some good footage from there. So yeah, please like and subscribe, click that notification bell, and thank you for watching. See you.